Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be discussing index funds or picking individual stocks. And also here I'm going to be sharing my experience actually doing both strategies. So picking index funds and picking individual stocks. So as you guys know, my name is Nancy. I'm a financial investment enthusiast. I love all things money. I love all things investing. I love all things making money. I love all things working smarter and not harder. And I generally just love what I do. So I've been in financial services, working in various sectors in financial services for almost 20 years. I know I don't look it right. She young, she cute. But yeah, I've been working in financial services for almost 20 years in various facets of it, and I just love what I do. So basically, I started this channel just to encourage people to not look at investing as like a daunting thing, because when you hear investing, you're like, oh, I can't even read the charts. I don't know what the markets are saying. I don't even know. I'm not even going to bother doing it. But really, I've come to demystify investing and investments. So this video, we're going to be looking at investing. There's two strategies of whether we pick individual stocks or we go and pick index funds. So first of all, let's kick off with index funds. What are index funds? Index funds, just imagine it as a basket full of stocks from different sectors. Like for example, the S&P 500 has the 500 top American stocks in the US, obviously. So it has stuff like Apple, it has stuff like Microsoft, it has stuff like Coca-Cola, it has stuff like Tesla, all of it, and various different other stocks. So it has 500 of that. So that is an index fund. So in my opinion, the first advantage or pro of choosing an index fund is diversification. So imagine having a basket of 500 stocks, for example, in the S&P 500. You're buying a piece of the market from all the sectors and you diversify your portfolio in that sense. So an advantage of getting the index funds is that you can just spread. Another benefit of an index fund is the simplicity. So you don't have to manage actively. You can literally buy it, set it, and leave it. And basically, the cost of managing is so low, and you don't even have to manage it actively. So the simplicity of the index fund makes it attractive. So let's talk about the cons. Yeah, index funds are really good, and I really advocate for people to go via index funds. However, there are also some drawbacks. And to me personally, I've experienced that the drawback is like a limited potential for it to exponentially grow. There's only so far it can grow. However, like I've gone back now to the pro, the aim generally of index funds is actually to match the market's performance. So you wouldn't really benefit from any exponential growth in a company. So that's a con. Another con, in my opinion, is a lack of control. You really don't know what stocks you're going to get in that basket. So in the index fund, you have no control over what stocks or what companies you're going to get. But yeah, so that's another con, in my opinion. So now let's switch sides to picking individual stocks. So what are the benefits of picking individual stocks? What I'm saying for the first thing is actually a potential for exponential growth if and only if you've done your homework right and picked the right stock. Individual stocks also offers control and flexibility. So basically, you can either invest in companies you believe in, and then you have a control over whether you're going to put your money into that company or not. Another benefit of picking individual stocks is that you get a potential for dividend income. So individual stock companies, no matter whether your investment is either in the green or in the red, some companies will pay you regardless of the value of your stock. They'll give you dividends. So I find out that with some of my individual stocks, even though they're currently red, I'm getting dividends like quarterly. And that is a pro to me. Now let's go into the cons. Oh my goodness, I've been burnt by picking individuals like some of them. But yeah, the thing about it is that you have to research and know what you're doing. So if you're a beginner investor, I wouldn't advise you to really go for individual stocks. Individual stocks, you can buy a stock, you can invest everything you have, and you can end up losing everything you have. Really. Another con is extensive research. Extensive research. Picking a great stock requires extensive research into the company. And if you're a beginner investor and you don't even know about it, then I wouldn't advise you to go pick individual stocks. Lastly, picking individual stocks can actually cause you emotional stress, to be honest, because when you're watching the market, you're like, okay, I've invested £10,000. And for example, there's a drop, maybe because of a fundamental, maybe there's a news or something has happened and there's a drop, or maybe there's a CEO change or something. And you're looking at your investment like, girl, I invested £10,000 and all I'm seeing now is £2,000. It causes a lot of emotional stress. So there you have it. So picking individual stocks or index funds, which one would you go for? So quick story time about myself. So to be honest, because I'm investing and I've been investing for like the last 8 years now, I've had opportunities to do both. So I find out that I've had opportunities to invest in the picking individual stocks and also in my index funds. And what I find out currently, I'll be sharing here. My index funds have actually gone up by 20 something percent, and my individual stocks are not is not doing that well. Although I've had some other stocks push it up, push my portfolio, but to be honest, personally, I would advise anyone going into it from the beginning or starting an investment journey, start with your index funds. When you become like a guru and you can read charts, you understand what the market is saying, then you can do your more research and go for your individual stocks. But it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and research that needs to go in it. So the best approach actually depends on your financial goals, your risk tolerance, and your philosophies. So if whatever you decide to go, or however you decide to go, obviously depends on how risk averse you are, your risk tolerance, your philosophies. And personally, I would advise, I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice. Start slow, grow, and be confident and be comfortable with your strategy first before embarking on it. Do lots of research, talk to people. I currently have released a brand new ebook. I'm going to put the link in the description. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Investing. It's just an investment of £10. You can read that, you can start, and you'll be more confident in starting your investment journey. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll be releasing another video pretty soon. Stay tuned for that.